Hello and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. On the last episode we started the Barclays Premier League campaign against Spurs. We actually got the same result Manchester United got in real life, 1-0. We beat them 1-0. So that was the same. Also I asked a question which nobody's answered, to be honest. I asked a question: which players have played for Manchester United and Tottenham? There's several possible answers. In the Premier League era, probably the most noticeable is Teddy Sheringham. There's also Michael Carrick, and Dimitar Berbatov was probably the most recent one to move, and Fraser Campbell was a part of that deal. Fraser Campbell was a part of the Berbatov deal as a loan though, long loan deal. Then before the Premier League there was players such as Jimmy Brown, Jack Hall, Chris McGrath, Terry Gibson, Alan Brazil and Garth Crooks. So there's a lot of potential answers there, all possible answers, all correct answers, so you could have had those. So this episode's question will be based on Aston Villa, and again, if you answer it correctly I will give you a mention in the next episode, so be sure to answer it in the comment section below. Just having a look through some players here, and I've kind of alluded to it already. In this episode we will be playing Aston Villa, a team that were relegated not too long ago by the hand. Well, Man United put the final nail in the coffin last week or the week before, and Aston Villa have been relegated from the Premier League officially. It's at the hands of Manchester United, and I actually grew up around there. Aston is in Birmingham or around Birmingham, so I actually grew up really close to Aston Villa, so I know a lot of Aston Villa fans. So unfortunately for them, they're no longer a Premier League club after, well, they haven't been relegated from the Premier League in their history. So this is the first time. Just having a look through some more players that have been scouted in England. There's guys in Germany. Just having a look through. These are the ones with obviously Zlatan and Ibrahimovic. These are the players with their contracts running out, so I can approach them in January and get them in free for the beginning of next season. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has got a bit of a creepy face on this, to be honest. Gregory Van der Veer, that might be interesting on a free. Johan Gorkov, that might be interesting on a free. Let's see Alexander Pato there as well. As I said, I don't really want to get big players over 25, but as Gareth Bale's 26, I might have to change that to 28. I might have to up it to players around 28. So Shane Long, I'm actually really interested in him. Every time I've used him, he's done really well for me. Again, he's got a high attacking rate, a high work rate, high defensive work rate, so he's a good player. I like to use him, and he's really cheap, and he scores a lot of goals. Loic Remy, I didn't realise he was that old, to be honest, but he's a very good player. Used him a few times in Ultimate Team. Shane Long though, he's a sort of player you can buy in January and he'll do a job for you until the end of the season. So we start with Aston Villa at Villa Park. Me as a manager returning to Aston. Villa Park, all the villains, all the Villa fans. And David De Gea and our captain Wayne Rooney with Darmian. This should be an interesting one. Usually Aston Villa give me quite a bit of trouble on the game, to be honest. I don't think they're going to get relegated in the game. I think they'll do just fine in this season. I've got a different goalkeeper and there's no Brad Guzan. I'm not sure, I don't know much about this bun. Julian Lescott, I know he's not very popular among the Villa fans at the moment, after what he said on Twitter. Oh, he's played for just about everyone in the Midlands as well. West Midlands, I should say. He's played for Wolves. I think he's played for West Brom as well. I know he's played for Villa. I don't think he'll be there next season. Not many changes to talk about. I'm trying to keep a settled back four, as I've said. I want Marshall as my main striker, Rooney just behind him, pulling the strings for the team. He's got quite a few assists already, at least in the pre-season tour. I don't think Marshall scored in the Premier League yet. This is only our second game in the Premier League. First away game. As I said last episode, we was at home to Tottenham Hotspur Spurs. And we managed to beat them 1-0, so hopefully we can build on that here. Get another win, another 3 points. Off to a good start then. I like to get off to a good start, I don't like conceding goals. I want clean sheets in the first few games. And start off with a win, because I hit the post there, gone close early. Manchester United typically are notorious for not starting the season off well. I don't think he was offside there. Didn't show it. Smalling should be winning those headers. Charlton Zogbia, I don't think he's still at the club, is he? I'm not sure. If he is, let me know below, comment below. I'm not sure. I don't follow Villa that closely, to be honest. Despite them being the Premier League, the biggest Premier League team nearby where I used to live. I grew up around a lot of Villa fans. I'm originally from Warsaw, which is near Birmingham, part of the Black Country, and the closest and biggest Premier League teams are Aston Villa and West Bromwich Albion. Obviously it's just West Bromwich Albion now, Premier League teams. But then you've got Wolves and Birmingham and Aston Villa in the Championship next season. And hopefully Walsall will be coming up as well. Hopefully Walsall will be in the Championship to get some local derbies in the Championship next season. That'd be interesting to watch. Miranda, I'm not sure what significance that has to me. I don't know who that is. I think he's gone from Inter Milan. It's a bit of a girl's name or a boat's name. SS Miranda. At sea. Not sure why they're showing me that. I don't really, it's not really anything to do with me, is it? Not really. Unless we play Sao Paulo, which I doubt we're going to play Sao Paulo because they're a Brazilian side. We're not going to be playing a Brazilian side, realistically. There's a poor corner, blocked by Mata. Unable to clear it, Bakuna. Matata. Rooney. It's a Martial. There's a good ball in from Rooney, but Martial's not able to do anything with it. Matteo Darmian, who's impressed me. I like him as a player, to be fair. I used him for the early part of my ultimate team, I should say. He's been replaced since. Luke Shaw can't produce anything. I think despite being away, we've started the better team. Charles and Zogbia again. Again, I don't know if he's injured or he's not a part of the team anymore. He could have gone in January, I'm not sure. Let me know if you do, if you're an Aston Villa fan. Memphis Depay, and I think Aston Villa will bounce back. They've got the resources and the fans. I think they will be coming back, like Newcastle did a few years ago. They went down and came straight back up. Memphis cutting in, giving it to Martial. Martial, it's a poor through ball there. Charlton Zogbia, he's done well for Villa. Adama, I don't know that player. Adama. Cross, couldn't find anybody in the box. It's a good area though. Trevor Sinclair, he gave me a bit of trouble to be honest in this game. Cleared up by David Blind and away by Carrick, only as far as Martial. And Martial gives it straight back to the Villa team. Obanala winds one up and Zogbia shoots. Fell nicely for him, but De Gea sees it all the way. Corner comes in, easily away by Luke Shaw. I don't say that very often, but well done Luke Shaw. He's not known for his heading ability. And he's not the tallest player. Rooney tries to switch the play, put in Carrick, I think it is. Is that a free kick? No. It's offside, maybe. I'm not sure what I was trying there, to be honest. Carrick was just on a mind of his own, really. Charlton Zogbia, he's been the focal point for Villa. He can't thread a pass there, and Herrera able to stop it. It's a good ball for Trevor Sinclair to get on the end of, and Luke Shaw clears it away again. Sanchez somehow gets back to De Gea. I think Blind got a foot on that. And Herrera, no, that's not good, Herrera. Come on then, stop it at. Don't let him be having that much time in the box with the ball. Not sure why I played the replay of that. I should have cut that out. Oh well. Never mind. This episode's just under 25 minutes as well. Perhaps Westwood should have been doing that better there. It's a cheeky little flick from Sanchez over the head. And Villa are on the attack again. Definitely coming into the game more now. Luke Shaw nearly puts it in his own goal if it weren't for De Gea. But if that was an intentional pass back, or just deflected off him. And that's half time. Pretty boring half. Not much happening. No events to speak of. Uneventful half time. So I'm going to use this opportunity to ask my question for this episode. The question is, which player has been relegated or a part of a relegated team the most often? So which player has been part of a relegation the most often? There's several answers for this as well. So it's been involved in teams that have been relegated more times than any other. And as I've said, if you answer correctly, get a correct answer, I will give you a mention in the next episode. So leave your answers below and I'll read those. As Aston Villa have been relegated, it's a relegation themed question. Carlos Sanchez, Trevor Sinclair and Zogbia started very brightly in this second half. Charles and Zogbia. Carlos Sanchez, Obanahor. They're causing quite a lot of trouble, these quick players. Gabby Definitely gonna have to change something. Next fixture there you see against Newcastle. I'm not worried about the next fixture at the moment though. I'm trying to get sort of ahead in this game. And concentrate on this game before we think about the next one. Memphis, gotta produce something. Darmian, too slow in getting the ball in the box. He's not the best at crossing, to be honest. That's the only thing that lets Darmian down. I need to start resting players as well. I've used the same 11 for most games so far. Well, I want to get some wins on the board. I want to start off well. I'll start off with a few wins. Get off to a good start and carry on as you mean to go on. Start as you mean to go on. I mean to say. It's a really nice sunny day this morning. Aston Villa making a change, and I'm going to have to respond to that. Charles Nzogbu has probably been their best player. Coming off. Got a corner as well. Vert out. I don't know many Villa players, to be honest. They've bought in so many this season, I don't know. Like 8 players from that hadn't played in the Premier League before. And obviously they got rid of Benteke, but Benteke is not with Villa on this game. I think he's still with Liverpool. Which is pretty bad. I should have changed it, to be honest, but I didn't go that in depth. Wanted to be. I was appointed manager before all that went down in the game. So that deal hasn't been done in this this reality, this timeline. Michael Carrick going off, making way for Ashley Young. Bit of pace. I'm using Ashley Young as an impact player because he does work well as an impact player. Lots of energy, and he comes on. He's got more energy. It's an attacking change as well. Michael Carrick was there just to control the midfield. Ashley Young's there to try and create something and run at players and cross the ball. He works well with Luke Shaw down this wing, left hand side. Not great ball in from Luke Shaw. Again, good area, but totally missed all of our players. See Rojo on the bench again. Fallen out of favour. Putting Blin there. I've only got a couple of left-footed players that play there though, so I'm going to have to use him for the time being. Who's this coming on now then? No idea who that is. I don't know who's just gone off them either. I'm going to take Martial off. Replace it with Marcus Rashford. Martial's not having a good game and he's tired, so Rashford's going to take his place. Luke Shaw's going to come off as well, and I'm going to put Blin to left back because Blin can play there as well. See if Marcus Rashford, Rojo comes in at centre back, Clint goes to left back. Let's see if Marcus Rashford can have the same sort of impact that he has for Louis van Gaal. He hasn't scored yet. I have used him a few times. I used him in the tour as well. He hasn't scored for us yet. Needs to get his feet wet in the Premier League. As does Martial as well, I think. So far my only goal scorer is Wayne Rooney in the Tottenham game. Ashley Young now back, sweeping up. Marcus Rojo. Oh, he's able to pass it to Rashford. Rashford to Mata. Young. Go on, Young, you can beat. I don't know who that was. Mata, Rashford, Mata. Give it him. That's it. Finish. Marcus Rojo. Oh no! Marcus Rojo fallen out of favour. I was talking about the whole episode and last episode of saying that I've dropped him because he's making mistakes at the back. Gone all out attack. Marcus Rojo's in attacking position and he finishes in the last minute of the game. Well, he knows why he's been dropped and he's done something about it. It's starting to prove me wrong going forward, at least. Just came on the pitch as well. It's good substitutions made there again. If I do say so myself, there were some good substitutions. Marcus Rojo brought on. Wasn't expecting him to be the goal scorer. He's not a likely goal scorer. But that looks to be the match winner, and that looks to be the final kick of the game. Bar this kick-off, and there's not enough time for the kick-off, I don't think. Is there? It should be finishing soon. There we are. Game is over. Right at the death. Marcus Rojo, unlikely goal scorer, popping up to seal 3 points. Another 3 points. So that's 2 wins out of 2 under myself as manager. And I think we actually beat Aston Villa 1-0 as well. I don't think Marcus Rojo scored it, but we beat Tottenham 1-0 and we beat Villa 1-0 at the beginning of the actual season as well. Sissoko, he looks annoyed already. It's only 2 games into the season. Looks like he doesn't want to be there already. So, managed to get an away win. Travelling fans will be happy. Home fans not so much. Losing at home at the very last instance. Yeah, here's some of the highlights, some good saves to be fair from Bun. There's a good double save. Mata in close. That was probably our best and only chance of the first half. Villa were pretty worrying in this game. I mean, like, they did cause a lot of problems for us. They were a threat. It's only really until I've made those changes. I did change the formation as well to 4-3-3. And it ends up being a centre back going forward, scoring the goal, grabbing the headlines and getting a winner. So it's 2 wins out of 2. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Also 2 clean sheets, which I like. I don't like only winning 1-0, but it's better than a kick in the teeth, I suppose. And there he is, the match winner at Villa Park, Marcus Rojo. Very unlikely goal scorer, but it needs scoring. We need to win that match really to stay at the top. Get going early. I'm going to leave it there then, guys. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're enjoying the series so far, let me know below. And I hope you'll stick around to see the next one. Thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.